Okay, Friday, March 12th. Here we go. Gonna tackle this half. Gonna try to tackle some of this today. Tomorrow I'll be trying to tame the wisteria. There are some really deep, well-established patches of arum. Look at these roots. You can see those little... Oh, there was a little corm that I just knocked off. Here's the central tubers. And each of these roots, when they're this thick, they can definitely sprout around and become their own plants. So I've been careful. I've been getting lots of this stuff, but there's even more to get. I ended up moving aside the large rocks that edged the bed in order to dig up large areas of soil to make sure I got all the root fragments. Here you can see the nice side profile of all the roots from the bulbs that were not visible above ground, but were definitely still viable and visible below ground. As I'm working, I'm trying to pay attention to all the little creepy crawlies I uncover and get to know the soil fauna a little bit better. Here you can see a Lithobius centipede that was exploring my hand and wrist. They're pretty voracious predators in the soil, and they can actually live to be over 3 years old, so that's really neat. I failed to record what the blue headgelia seeds look like the last time I was out here filming, but this is what they look like. They're tiny, they're itty bitty, and yeah, I just put the rest of the seed blush. So first I cleaned out this area. I put the last of my seed blush packet out here, and now I'm gonna just slowly try to put some of these blue headgelia seeds in and around here. And there we go. I'm gonna try to rake around some of this wood chips into this area, and I'm gonna, I think, call it a day for yard work out here. I did try to salvage those daffodils, but I don't think they're gonna do too well. I just stuck them in a pot. I have to put some more soil in there and water them in, but we'll see how it goes. Didn't get to any of this stuff today either, but there's more weekend ahead, so we'll see what I can do. Alright, I'm gonna try to cut back some of these longer sprawly whips on the wisteria. Earlier this year I severely cut back this side of it, so now there's just like 1 or 2 vines that go out this way, but this side I did not cut back, and I'm wanting to before it starts putting on leaves. So here we go. Okay, needed to take a break, so I'm gonna pause it here, but I got the whips up off the plastic on the roof. I'm working on thinning out this central area right there. Right now I can't tell if it's made a difference, but there's a good number of wood twigs on the ground, so maybe. Okay, you can't hardly see anything anymore because it's all backlit, but that's where I'm going to end things today with the wisteria. There we go. Last but not least, I decided to edge the side yard. While I was doing some other chores in the garage, I discovered some bricks left over from the previous owners sitting in the corner. So I loaded them up in my wheelbarrow and carried them out to the side yard. I had cut in a nice edge along the bed when I was doing the initial digging. I was able to follow that line, which was really helpful. I will say I didn't really install these the proper way of having a base course and then sand. What I mostly did is I dug down to get it flush with the soil surface and then used the brick itself to compact the undersoil. And as I went, I just tried to make sure they lined up with each other and with the soil surface. I also had some old fence boards that were previously laying in along that edge, and I used those to keep the bricks in a straight line. Towards the end, I ran out of the red bricks and I had to resort to some other materials I had. I had some of these square pavers that were a little bit deeper and wider than the bricks, but I think they blended in just fine. In the future, I'd like to continue this edging around the front bed, but I have to get more bricks for that, and I think it's still a long ways out. But that was all for this weekend. It was a really productive weekend, and I feel good about what I got done. Thanks for watching.